Okay. We never get anything to anything. So we are doing our own analysis and findings. Okay. If they can come out and say to us that the results are inconclusive, I mean, if he has been on SOS, the toxicology should also show that he either had ulcer, stomach reflux, or something showing that he has been on this medication. It's a medication, right? And if his brother is saying that's what he has been on, it means it's not something he just took yesterday. Exactly. It's something that he has been on. That's the meaning of, yes, my brother has been on medication.
You understand that part now?
I'm sorry?
We get you. They say that I read the results, not the pathology. It's not funny. This whisper. Now your name, the person called they use though. The person say the whisper.
Yeah, the whisper. That whisper came here.
Yeah, I know whisper. I know whisper.
Whisper on
I know whisper.
Hello, whisper. How you doing?
Oh my God. I see. So no one deal with different kind of things. I think true. You can, of course, I never understand what a medical result is saying.
Sheko Tori, how would I put it in Yoruba? Sheko Tobeni. I think we are tired. We are tired. We are tired. Don't play us like football. We're not fools. You know, at this time, this point in time, you can't come out and say to us, because Bossman has said it, people, I will join them. We're all marching to that place. It's going to be a peaceful protest. You know, you can't come out and say, listen, if they had used China, I would say, okay, to be difficult. If they had said they sent it to Timbuktu, we'll say it to be, or Egypt. But America, what are they joking with?
No, it makes sense, really, to go protest in front of that laboratory. Like,
the address is there.
We're going to force them.
Very important. You know,
we're going to force them to come out and do press conference. They will respond to them.
Mr. Benga's Motosho said, and I quote, he actually said at what's this man's name? Brekete's show. He said it there clearly that it's been taken to the lab, and also gave time that it will come out, the results for everyone to see, and only for the laboratory to I mean, I wouldn't say they denied. They are saying nothing like that happened.
Exactly.
So that means there was never a toxicology. It would never happen. So the government, they lied to us.
Yeah. Let me just tell you two things. Let me quickly brief you two things that is going on.
Wait, wow.
Are you hearing me, Yeye?
Yeye did not charge her phone. Yeye, put yourself back on.
Yeye, you did not charge again.
Bossman.
I told you.
Bossman.
Yeah.
Please tell Yeye to.
We are not applauding the good work and the efforts and everything that they have been doing. That no, he's not the first to die. Mohbad is not the first to die, and so they are doing their best and doing a lot. He's been having sleepless nights. Said it, and that's the place that they were meant to do the toxicology was burnt down during the NSAS. Hence the reason why they had to take the test abroad. Yes. So I'm surprised if they have done a private one and they chose and decided that they hide it, or I don't know the purpose and the reason. It's still not making sense. The worst that was said, and I must say, the worst that was done was to show the decomposed body of this gentle guy, this boy, and then also saying to the public that they had an inconclusive or undecided, unknown, undetermined result. The reason being that by the time they did the specimen, his body had decomposed. So
Yeah. Let us pause. Let us continue let us continue with the CTC. There's more to that SOS. There's more information to that SOS.
Okay, please go ahead.
So that actually correlates with what we've been saying. That let's just continue with it. Question: the SOS drugs that he takes, was it prescribed by a doctor or he takes it by himself? I don't answer. I think it was the doctor. Question, are you sure? Adora said, I am not sure. Question, but you saw him using it. For how long was he using it? When did he start? Adora responded, saying, it's been a while. I can't say when. Last year or last 2 years? Question, let's take the two events you mentioned in your written deposition. You narrated an incident that the NDLEA officer visited the house and arrested Zinorisky. And your brother ran after them and saw that he was coming after them, and they parked they parked and took him too. You said when they got there, they gave him one substance? He said yes. Question, was he the only one they gave the substance and not Zinorisky that was arrested? Adora said he was the only one. Question, from the account before the court, that incident you mentioned happened sometime February last year? Adora said yes. Question, the substance the NDLEA officer gave to him, according to you, was there any time you came back home and he was vomiting like he vomited on the 12th of September? Adora said no. Question, you mentioned that it was Jurupa. You mentioned that it was Jarumpa. 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 Did it happen to him when he came back from? I don't know. You mentioned that. Hold on. You mentioned that it was Jarumpa. The Jarumpa, did it happen to him when he came back from the NDLEA custody? He said no. Sorry, what's the meaning of that Jarumpa?
Yeah, maybe sleeping and moving. Also, jabo, also, shubo, oh, better is okay. Oh, act funny. Continue. Maybe acting awkward, like.
Okay.
Remember, I think they asked him those questions in Yoruba now, because they asked him in the beginning. He said it's Yoruba, he understands too. I think they translated this thing, and so translated more.
Okay, you're right.
Sleepwalking. It could be that. It could be sleepwalking. Maybe that's what they wanted to write. The person didn't know the meaning in English. The translator.
Okay. He said no. Question, when he came back from NDLEA, according to you, was there any time you called a nurse to come and take care of him and give him any medication? Adora said yes, a nurse came. Question, a nurse came to treat him similarly, exactly the way a nurse came to treat him on the day that he died? Adora said yes. Question, you know I asked you a question and I said who suggested the invitation? What suggested the invitation for the period for that period too? What suggested the invitation for that period too? Adora said it was the wife that called the nurse that was his personal nurse. The court now interjected. I think he did not get your question well. Ask him question. That was a mistake. They were supposed to say ask him that question again. That after the episode of the NDLEA, was there a reason to call the nurse to come and treat him after he got the substance? So OSA Aramularo asking question. You get your question? I am not asking whether the wife called the nurse. My question is, what was his activity that suggested that you needed a nurse? You mentioned the other time that he was Jarumpa and he was vomiting. What happened to him when he returned that made you invite the nurse to take care of him? Adura responded, because of the water he drank and his eyes was red. Very red. Question. And that was the reason for the invitation of the nurse at that time? Adura said yes. Question. Mohbad was hale and healthy up to the afternoon of September 12th. Yes or no? Adura said yes. Question. So there was nothing other than the wound? Adura said yes. Question. Were you there when the decision to invite the nurse was taken, or you just saw a nurse coming in? Adura responded, I was there when they wanted to call the nurse. Question. What informed, or who informed the decision? Or what informed, that's what let me just read what they put there. What informed the decision of calling a nurse? Because you said he was hale and healthy. Yeah, what informed the nurse? Okay. And Adura said, so that in order to treat the wound, you cannot leave the wound like that. Question. When the nurse arrived, did she take steps to treat the wound? Adura said yes. Question. Were you there when she was treating it? Adura said, I was not there, but I know the nurse treated him. Question. Was the wound treated? When she came, did she treat the wound? Adura said no. She just said he would need tetanus injection. I repeat.
Yeah.
I will repeat the question again.
Please do.
Was the wound, that was page 303. 303.
Okay.
Question. Was the wound treated? When she came, did she treat the wound?
I interject. There's some she to ever follow from me phone or pages of them highlighting and escalating and follow from you. Go ahead.
So the question was, the wound treated? When she came, did she treat the wound? Adura responded, no. She just said he would need tetanus injection. Question. Who tested Mohbad and arrived at the point that the wound needed tetanus? Adura said, I think it was the nurse. Question. What steps did she take before discovering that he needed tetanus? Adura said, I do not know. Question. Do you hear her say, I want to treat you of tetanus? So, treatment of tetanus, tell the court how she made steps by step, what she did in the treatment of the tetanus. Adura responded, I was not there when she was treating him. Question. Yeye Kudi, don't forget that this guy said that he was not there when the nurse came to Mohbad. Now he said that he heard him saying that he needed a tetanus. How come if we're not there, so how do you know that the nurse just came and he said he would Mohbad need tetanus?
Yeah, but those are the things that they have to try and okay, let's continue to listen. Probably sometimes, because sometimes they know that their words may not tally. There is sometimes a bit of little discrepancies. So, when it becomes too frequent from 3-4 people at the same thing, and their words do not in any way tally at all, and so many discrepancies, that is when, as a lawyer, they will be able to, find who is culpable. Because what they are trying to do here is fact-finding. And fact-finding is to make sure that everyone is saying the truth. Already, with everything, the first testimony that Wunmi gave, now is Adura. We are, in every way, there are some things that we are seeing here that they do not tally. And they were at the same spot at the same time. But we have to continue to listen so that we can then be able to draw our, as also we are helping also, as we've made ourselves jury as well, they're helping also to see so that we also can, in our own head, understand what was said and be able to also draw our own conclusion, and then we'll know what is happening. You'll be able to know. That is what the jury, they do. They listen to all these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a discrepancy in this. But when I get to the point, I'm going to escalate one point to you now.
Okay.
Let me go back a little bit. The question: Who tested Mohbad and arrived at the point that he would need tetanus? Dura responded, I think it was the nurse. Question: What step did she take before discovering that he needed tetanus? Dura said, I do not know. Question: But you heard her say, I want to treat you of tetanus. So treatment of tetanus, tell the court how she made step by step what she did and the treatment of tetanus. Adora said, I was not there when she was treating him. Question: You were not there. She was passing syringe on the body. Whether on the elbow, waist, bum, you were not there? Adora shook head side to side. Question: You have said before, my lord, that you were cooking in the kitchen. You have said before, my lord, that you were cooking in the kitchen. Who was with you? Adora responded, Bami and CY. Question: CY is Mohbad's wife? Adora said yes. Question: What were you cooking at that time? Adora said fried rice. Question: Before he died, did he eat out of the fried rice? Adora said no. Now, let me pause there, Yeye Kudi. Yeye, do you know that the last two times, or the last show, no, the second show today, when they were cross-examining Adora said he named those people that were in the house, DJ Bami himself, West, and OG. Mm-hmm. And they asked him, when did Nurse arrive, where was Wunmi? Adora said Wunmi was going up and down. What about DJ Bami? He said DJ Bami was also at the kitchen, going up and down. At a point, the nurse and DJ Bami went to get medication. And I said, okay, what about OG and West? Because we never mentioned those two guys were in the house. They heard about the two guys.
That put Mohbad on their lap.
Exactly. Exactly. It was Adora that mentioned that part. So now, if you guys are saying that you guys were cooking jollof rice, a strange nurse came to the house, and none of you were with Mohbad. Now, if Wunmi is claiming that she was busy in the kitchen cooking fried rice because of celebration of Liam's 5th birthday or 3rd birthday, 12-month birthday, Bami was also busy with Wunmi and Adora. 3 people in the kitchen. Where were these guys, West and OJ?
Well, those 2 people.
So there was nobody with Mohbad to stay with a nurse.
Inside. Nobody.
And you see that these people were just intentionally trying to remove themselves from every significant play out. Can you see now, Yeye Kudi? So you, Bami, busy in the kitchen.
Even Wunmi too said I wasn't there until
she wasn't there.
Okay, so you were not there at all for the. I was there for the second one. You know, so it's only 2 you saw. So and everybody seemed to be like they were not there. They were not there. They were going up and down. They were not there. They were not there. So who was there? The onus is more on the wife. To be sincere, the onus is more on Wunmi. Do you get what I mean? Because that's her husband. So the onus is more on her. She's more accountable for him, just like he is also very much accountable for her if the situation was her in this most shoe. Do you make sense of what I'm saying? Yeah. So at the end of the day, every other person that they mentioned, I mean, can you bring down your voice? That Adora mentioned, of course, where were they? People that one that said nobody said
OG, his name is OG and West.
Yeah.
West and West. If we lied that she was busy in the kitchen, if DJ Bami also lied and Adora lied that they are busy in the kitchen, so King Kote and OG at the West, what were they doing? Doing nothing. And you allow a strange nurse that you've never seen before to be alone in the room with Mohbad.
They asked a question from Wunmi when they were cross-examining her. You know, I don't even want to attribute it that maybe this will serve as a lesson. Do you understand? Even though I do not know the truth yet, and I know the truth is surely going to prevail. But assuming you call a quack nurse to the house. If you tell me, oh, John Loju, a quack nurse is about to administer intravenous injection, and no question of the past history of this patient. What medication are you on? What is your past history? What is your medical, clinical? All those questions that they ask. Nothing. And it's administration of injection intravenously. Do you make sense? They were meant to be questions. In fact, they're not too young. Do you understand? How can a quack nurse? And especially because it is claimed by Wunmi that this person, her husband's injury, is a scar. So, how would you have allowed intravenous injection from a quack nurse? And especially for a celebrity. Yeah.
Lady Ryan want to come up here, Kudi. Lady Ryan sending a request.
Yeah. A celebrity. Don't you know that even the life of celebrity, woman told you won't go up there, because anybody late buy one. Anybody late buy. In fact, jealousy can make their fellow musician, their colleague, woman power. Politician, any career, any field you are in. Even in Lagos secretariat, woman para woman focus sorry chara one, you need come and roll left. Only they be share sorry. Many things woman start go especially with Nigerian mentality background, all those even people this year, you're not talking on social media. Haven't you seen that one start go one? If we talk on so how would you? I mean, how would you, for a wound that is no wound, as you people so claim, a wound that is no wound, then the quack nurse came in and no medical check, as in no background of because they asked her and she said no. And even if not that Mohbad, she said Mohbad was the one that I think she said Mohbad demanded or the nurse recommended anti-tetanus. And I'm still going to say one thing, except I'm wrong, and I really beg to be corrected.
Yeah.
Can I wait? Hold on. If from what Wunmi said, if from what she said, if I want to believe her, you cannot tell me that a scar is a scar, a wound is minor, and they will give anti-tetanus. Me anti-tetanus, that's how they administer it in Nigeria. That kind of explanation she gave. She said, was it deep? Was it there? No, just minor. Minor, and she. So, it for just every scar or any scar. And I've seen more, at least on that his hand, there's a part that has a wound that seems big. It may not be big. Definitely. And anti-tetanus is not something they give anyhow. Am I correct? So definitely, he must probably, I don't know.
Let me try to help out to buttress the point. Mohbad is an artist. He has been traveling to international countries, right? Before, and he has been to the UK. And I'm very sure that for him to have access, or before he can get access to the UK, he must have taken an anti-tetanus injection, right? Before he can get to the UK, right? They were asking to go and take all those injections before he can get access to enter UK. Now, Yeye, the question is this: during Wunmi testimony, Wunmi did not say that. According to the testimony of Wunmi, she never mentioned that the nurse just wake up and just came to the house and said that she want to give Mohbad anti-tetanus injection. And she never said that the nurse went out to go and go to the pharmacy to go and buy that medication. So that means it was when they got there. Did the nurse come out with any medication when she was coming there? No. That means they must have gotten that tetanus injection or syringe in that house, ready for the nurse. If we are going to go with their own story, nurse.
You say that.
Nurse, tetanus volatile.
What makes you think so? Remember, they told the nurse what was wrong with Mo.
No, it was on the way. Wunmi said it was on their way.
Yes.
It was almost getting to that house.
Yes.
So the nurse did not branch anywhere to buy anything. So when the nurse got to the house, so if you're not telling that they now gave, that means they gave the nurse the tetanus injection was already in the house.
Bossman, you are really saying the truth. So the nurse was just acting under instruction.
So you
are saying the truth. So that's exactly what I'm trying to emphasize.
I probably will not agree to that.
Yeah, that nurse never came with a lot of rejection. I'm saying the truth.
I just want to say why I'm not going to agree to that. I have a strong belief that it is that nurse that came with that anti-tetanus injection, and ask me why. I remember seeing the mother of the nurse say, that she gives it to children here. That nurse is known for giving anti-tetanus injection in her neighborhood. As far as the mother said, the mother sat in front of their glass like this window. Also, yes, yes, I would agree that yes, Wunmi is aware of the fact that when the nurse came, she did not do enough to ask questions. But when the nurse said, since they have sent the video of the hand to the nurse when she was coming, as far as they said, now the nurse, of course, only our equipment. The mother sat like this. Only the one just say, I got to expire, or she was not meant to give it through the vein, no, intravenously. But I don't think that thing is.
Yeah. When the police came to the house after the police, they packed 6 syringes in the house.
In fact, I can understand Yeye doesn't want to weigh everything to the left or pushing to the right. She's a very clever woman.
Police said they took 5 syringes in the house, 5 or 6.
Possible you understand now? I know that they have called the nurse because of a wound that needs, and of course they did not want Mohbad's nurse to see. I agree on that. But that is them that except Mo administers injections.
Okay, Yeye.
In the house.
Can you give me a sec, Yeye? Okay, let me just accept that I agree with you. Are you trying to tell me, Yeye, that the nurse also bring empty syringes to that house?
Why?
Are you telling me that the nurse also brought empty syringes to the house? The police said they took 5 syringes or 6 syringes. The nurse said they gave 2 syringes.
Why I can't believe those police? Police that lied that the Mohbad was bleeding profusely. Everything that those police told us. Please,
they said,
I want to disregard it with immediate alacrity. And the reason why I want to disregard everything those police told us is that with all they have said, they even said that they interrogated over 20 clinical persons. And in all these things, they never interrogated the Uber driver. I mean the Prado driver.
The Prado driver, yes, the neighbor.
The security that the wait now.
Yeye, God bless you. You just mentioned somebody. You just mentioned one name. God bless you. God bless you.
All these people that are very, very important in this matter.
God bless you, Yeye. You are hitting the nail on top.
So you want to then even the car. We are yet to see a picture of where Mo slammed the car that broke. We are yet to see at least exhibition. One, we haven't seen it. No evidence anywhere to show us. So all the things the police told us, I do not believe it. Just by
I don't care about what happened in that car or what happened at the show. This one is at the house. Did Wunmi debunk that the police did not pack 5 syringes in the house? She should have said, no, you did not pack.
But Bossman, what Yeye just said, she really hit the point. Because everything make one. So what Yeye said is part of it. And is what I was trying to say when I said 2 things. So Yeye, you are hitting the point. You are very clever, Yeye. You are too clever.
I can't take in those police on board. Everything they said, sir, with due respect to all of you, I don't believe. In fact, when we should, the moment we realize that there was never a profuse bleeding, that's when we should realize that the police, they are equally like the pathologists that went to the inquest to tell them inconclusive the body of Mohbad.
Exactly. What is the name of that pathologist?
They just wrote anything down and came to talk. That is exactly what those people also, the pathologists also did. I cannot take anything they said as true.
They are insulting our intelligence.
Because
Bossman, you have said it out, they are insulting our intelligence, but it doesn't matter. So far, we know what we are doing.
They are playing with our intelligence as well.
Yes.
They're just taking us for, like they are taking Nigerians as mumu. Nigerians, everyone taking.
And Nigerians are one of the most clever, intelligent people in the world. Number one, we are ranking on top. They don't joke with Nigeria and outside Nigeria.
And Wunmi has come. In fact, Wunmi I know they suffer. Only cause the bleeding. Only it was a minor cause. Minor injury, she said it flimsily. Go and listen to her. So, if they not can disregard that one lock but yeah, then also look at it. Join. Please, can the police at least the Uber driver?
Let them.
So important. In fact, by now, the Uber driver will cross-examine and inquest. There are 16 people in this matter.
The fact is that
I want you witness in it, because majority of what happened from home to concert back home, the only independent witness. They are in one way attached, affiliated to Wunmi or Mohbad.
Exactly. And the police report is what is giving Wunmi the ego, and the way she's flying herself is because of the police report. So that's what is giving her the strength.
I also agree that the police, that means if you say that she's agreeing with the police, that means she agreed that the police pick 5 syringes in the house.
Stop pushing him.
So is she agreeing to that? That the police pick 5 syringes in the house? So if she's agreeing to that, the nurse also claims...
Yeah, but we can't, Bossman, we cannot take on board 5 syringes or anything. If we can't take the profuse bleeding, we are only talking on all what Wunmi and Mohbad, Adura, and they said, all the things the police said they lied.
100%. Bam.
They lied. Can't buy any of the things they said. Only what these people that they have interrogated and they have sworn an oath, that's the only thing we are going to talk about. We won't take what the police said. They lied.
If Wunmi is claiming that the nurse gave...
I have a question, please.
Okay, go ahead.
2 questions, actually. The first one will be the picture of the hand. Truly, is that Mohbad's hand? Was that actually the picture that was sent to the nurse? Okay, because we've not heard anything from the nurse. We've seen a lot of pictures out there and videos. So that particular video is not something I am actually going to be talking about, because I don't know how true that video is, the authenticity of that video. Okay, the video of the hand.
We've tweeted that 2 days ago.
Number 1. Okay, number 2. And the most important question to all of this riddle, why was the nurse invited if it was just an ordinary court? Why was the nurse invited? Those are the two questions I have. Thank you.
They asked me. They also asked Adura too that why was the nurse invited? If it was just a little court, why did you invite the nurse? Wunmi claimed that because the hand was swollen up the next day. Wunmi said even on Tuesday, was it on Monday, that Mohbad woke up at 1 p.m., he took his shower, and he went downstairs to play with his friends. So if Mohbad went downstairs on Monday and went to play with his friends, I actually forgot that Mama Mohbad called on Monday. So if Mama Mohbad called on Monday, so why did you tell Mama Mohbad that Mohbad was sleeping? Yeye Kudi?
It's only Wunmi that can answer that question, but you see...
We are treating that question based on what she said on the email. Yeye Kudi, we read this thing in our CTC, everything she said there. She was in her mouth.
I'm saying now, Bossman, we can't, questions that are not answered at the Corona Inquest, we can't guess it. We have to leave it. It is what they have answered at the inquest that we can talk on, because meaning they have said hopefully that is their truth. Even though we are not sure it is their truth, because as reasonable people, we can as well ask questions like Lady Reinhardt asked, why would they cause a nurse?
Okay, now,
just a minor injury.
Okay, what about this?
That same thing applies to me asking, if it was a minor injury, why did he need
a nurse?
No, and a tetanus injection. So it must be a deep wound. You understand? It doesn't have to be a deadly wound, injury, but it has to be a deep one. That obviously would have brought blood, fair enough, up to what Folashade, the younger sister to Mama Mo, and the father of Mo saw. So definitely that calls for a nurse to come to the house and then administer intravenous antitetanus injection. But if it is a minor car, as Wunmi so claims, so of course it doesn't need a nurse. You understand? And to think that Mo waited from Monday, let's say that was when the hand started swelling, because from what Wunmi said, they were awake, they chatted till 3 a.m. Mo was perfectly fine when they got home. In fact, she was angry. In the inquest, she said she was angry. When they got home, she went straight to the room, and Mo used Didebami or Wu to come and, strictly knocked on the door, and he then came in and then apologized. And they asked her why was she angry. He said because of the fight he had, or the quarrel, or whatever he had with Fine Boy. She never at any point or any time mentioned there was any issue between herself and Mo. In the inquest, she didn't mention it at all until they asked a question regarding Canada. You understand? Now, back to the fact that I wanted to bring out there. If in the end she went into her room and they were okay till the next morning, and then he woke up, then she found the hand swollen. She so claimed. In fact, she said before they went to bed, the only thing she saw was slight blood, and she didn't even bother to do anything about it. They asked, did the blood, because Baba Mohbad saw blood, and he said, no, it didn't stain. In fact, what's the brother's name? What's that guy's name? Adura still slept on that same bed with the same stain after the demise of Mohbad, meaning it wasn't a stain that needed to be washed. It wasn't something conspicuous. That was what she claimed at the Corona Inquest. Now, the next day after she found out that the hand was swollen, and I guess that was the day the mom called, and she said he was sleeping. Okay, you people still called a nurse who was in Cotonou. Meanwhile, there is a hospital that you people went to that if there was no hold up, that would have taken taken them 20 minutes. They would have gotten there within 10 minutes. And the hand was swollen. But he was ready to get injection when he came. I mean, he was ready. So why, when you saw the hand swollen and there was concern for the hand, why didn't they just go to that hospital that is just close by, that is just 10 minutes drive to their house, as opposed to waiting if it wasn't anything apart from the swelling and there was ache? You know, why didn't they just go to that hospital as opposed to waiting for a nurse, and especially a quack nurse who was in Cotonou long, and they waited. The quack nurse did not come that day. The quack nurse then came the next day on Tuesday, on the 12th of September.
Yeah.
I'm questioning that fact that if there was nothing serious, you understand, why didn't, if they just saw it was a swell, why didn't they just go to that 10 minutes away? As opposed to waiting for a nurse, and it's not even a nurse that is a registered nurse, a quack nurse.
Okay, can I answer that question?
Go ahead, Lady Ryan.
Okay. I want to put myself in that position of being in the house. Mohbad has a small cut in his hand. I hope you can hear me properly. I'm sorry.
No, sir.
I have coconut. You don't mind. Lady Ryan, over to you now.
I think Lady Ryan can take hot water, please.
Yeah,
just to chill out your throat.
Yeye Kudi.
Karimo, welcome. You can send request. We love you. Come up.
Yeah, Karimo, please.
You can send request.
I really want to talk to her and